Hi friends, welcome back to Frosty Eye Candy. I'm going to jump straight in and show you the dried results of the transfer swipe redemption. So this is kind of a bit more than what I was having in mind when I tried to do it for the Ghost Train special last week. You guys were very kind that were watching and said it was great, but this is more. I tried all week and managed to finally get more of what I wanted in the piece. So you can see the beautiful many different reds just over as a transfer there, but because most of them are transparent and semi-transparent, you can still see the swipe underneath them. So you get these beautiful kind of ghosty cells, and look at these beautiful ghost cells we've got wrapped over the edge. So yes, this is more of what I wanted it to look like. So let's run through some colors with you and we'll get on with the video, okay? So first thing is this is a I think it's a 12 by 16. Yes, I'm going to say 12 by 16. And it was a split pillow, as you're going to find out pretty soon. It was this color to go, and it's called Kimono Violet. There you go. Here's the color of it, the little spot on the lid. And it's a split base between that and our favorite, the tricorn black. There we go. So the colors that I swipe, obviously, white CA over this first, and then the colors in the red that we transfer over. The first one I use is this one. It's called Watermelon. It's a beautiful watermelon color, but has a fantastic gold flash to it. So that goes first. And then on top of the watermelon, it's this one, fantastic fluorescent red by this little piggy, and this one's called Inferno. And Inferno, as you can see, is semi-transparent because of the little square and the line through it. Then the next color I use, it's this one here, again, this beautiful deep claret color. I mixed up a couple of ounces of it, and as we know, a couple of ounces goes a long way in fluid art, if you're only doing smallish pieces, let's say. But I made that beautiful claret color with the quinacridone crimson and then the dioxazine purple from Liquitex, both in the soft body acrylics, and they are both transparent, as you can see by the squares there that are empty. Then on top of that color, we use this one. Not used it before. It's a gorgeous color. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I call it Syra. And it's this beautiful, really deep, sort of ripe cherry metallic. It's absolutely fantastic. And it's one of the colors that Vanna and I use quite often in our day jobs when we're painting the nice new modern places and things like that. Anyway, chitty chat, the last color, and it's the fluorescent violet by Liquitex, okay? And this is the acrylic gouache, and it is semi-opaque, as you can see, the little square, and half the triangle is filled in. And that's it. So I'm gonna stop chitty chatting and waffling. We're gonna get the camera pointing down, and we're gonna get on with this Halloween transfer swipe redemption. Okay then, friends. Time for the voiceover part, and big apologies to anybody that thought what I was pouring over was pretty and I should have left it, but it was an experiment, and this was a free canvas that could be poured over easily. So that's the color to go in tricorn black from Sherwin-Williams, and then this is the Kimono Violet from Sherwin-Williams in the color to go, of course. And this is making our crazy split pillow. And yeah, just damp myself, so adding a little more on one side and a little more there. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The only thing then using too much pillow is not using enough pillow. So to spread this paint out, we're just literally, I'm going to pick the canvas up, and we're going to tilt this around so we get a nice coverage over the edges, or to the edges rather. And then we're going to get on with this swipe. But I love the contrast that we already have with this Kimono Violet and then the tricorn black. It's already boding well for the Halloween transfer swipe redemption. I had this in my mind for a while, and during the during the special last month at Halloween, the piece I made just wasn't the piece that I had in my mind, so I kept on trying, and it wasn't until I did this with the split base that I kind of got very close to what I had wanted that was in my crazy brain. So I'm just spreading the edges of the paint, spreading the paint out to the edges of this old canvas. We don't want any dry edges or anything like that. And there we go, lovely. So just positioning it, making sure that it's in the shot nicely and the camera is focused. And here we go with just some plain titanium white cell activator. It's the Shelly Art recipe. If you'd like to know what Shelly Art is and what the recipe is, it's an online pouring course that I highly recommend. I've taken it and many of my peers have taken it. It's a fantastic course where you learn lots and lots, including the Shelly Art recipe of the Australian Floetrol and the white Amsterdam paint. But in we go there for the swipe, looking nice. My intention with using the white CA was hopefully to get something like cobwebs or something that looked a little bit kind of ghosty or ghouly, let's say. So now we are going to get the paint together that we are needing for the transfer. Now I'm going to try and remember these on the fly. First one that I'm putting down here, that is Watermelon by TLP. Obviously called Watermelon because it has this beautiful watermelon colour, and it has this fantastic gold interference sheen quality to it. And next, this is the TLP, the Inferno, the Disco Pig, one of the fluorescent range, and this is obviously Inferno is the fluorescent red. Now this is the custom claret colour of the quinacridone crimson and prism violet. And now this is beautiful, the Syra by TLP. Gorgeous metallic, deep, like a very, very rich, dark cherry colour. It's absolutely one of my new favourites. And in there, that's the fluorescent violet from Liquitex, the semi-opaque gouache. So here we go, friends. We're going to put a little bit more on. I'm glad I did too, because the way the transfer came out, we almost had the perfect amount and hardly had to waste any paint. So there you go. Or let me say, hardly had to waste any of the coloured paint. The pillow is obviously a given. We are going to always lose some of that. So bringing the initial swipe back in place. And now here you go. I'm glad I managed to get this in shot. You can see how I pick up the paint on the paint scraper, just a little plastic scraper tool I have. And in we go, starting about a third of the way in, because as we know, anything any closer to the edges we're going to lose when we spin the piece. But there you go. Almost success, or pretty good success. Almost what I had in my mind. I had this lovely white kind of swipe in the background with this lovely red and violety waterfall coming over it with these lovely defined lines. So yes, this is absolutely a win. So in we go for the first spin. Spinning it a little bit slower. This is a large piece. The canvas is 11 by 14. I can't remember what I said in the intro. I think I said 12 by 16. It's not. It's 11 by 14. But there we go for the first spin. And worked really nicely, as you can see, where I started a third of the way from the edge of the actual edge of the canvas there. It's expanded nicely over the edge, And we have some great cells over the actual edge of the canvas here. For anyone wondering what I'm doing, if they're watching for the first time or they're just learning, this is called wetting the edges. I just get some of the excess pillow paint that has already come off the piece, and I wipe it around the edges of the canvas so they're nice and wet with fresh paint on them, because wet paint prefers to flow over a wet edge rather than a dry edge. And now just got to wipe up a little bit of this excess. As I said, the piece is 14 by 11. So we've only got 3 inches clearance either side on top of my 20-inch spinner board. So for the larger pieces, I wipe down the edges in between the spins just to maintain the paint. Just checking for movement there and seeing how it looks, but already we can see it's fantastic. We can see the white lacing underneath through the transparent transfer. So in for the second spin, this one a little bit faster so we can get all of the excess off. And in we go for a nice close-up, and wow, yes, that's what I was thinking about. That's what I had. These lovely stripes of different reds cascading over the lovely white lacing that you can see through the red into the background. So I hope this really kind of explains to you guys what a transparent or a semi-transparent paint is. It's where the pigments that are used in a clear base to actually make the paint are semi-transparent themselves, and we can see through them with a beautiful visual representation with the white lacing behind the transfer right through the middle of the piece as we're looking at right now. So I just gave it a quick torch. I'd love everyone to remind everybody to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up button and the notification bell, and you'll never miss another video. So fantastic. Look at the comet and the different colors. They're just working so beautifully. So thank you so much, my friends. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, happy pouring.